Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video featuring Elios. Hey, did I scare you with my laughter? I'm sorry. Sorry. I named this video sharing my secrets because in a sense, these are things I've kind of been secretive about, or rather, I felt rather self-conscious about. So this year, 2020, I'm working really hard at breaking out of my comfort zone. So today I am going to share some stuff that I might have shared with some people before, but now I'm really putting myself out there, and I'm hoping that this can inspire someone else to feel a little bit less ashamed and more free and just better about yourself, because a lot of things in life we're kind of made to feel ashamed about, but they're not our fault, or some things are just a natural part of life. So yeah, let's get started. Honestly though, maybe if you had asked me 2 years ago and told me I was gonna make this video, oh man, I don't know what I would have said. I would have panicked probably. All right, I have my list right here on my phone. First one is that I got fired from my first ever office job, my first job after getting out of uni. And I'm not going to go into details about why or what happened, but basically, under these circumstances, I was really, really depressed during this time. I was not feeling good at all, and I did not perform my very best, but the company also could have handled it much better, and I felt ashamed for this for years. But in the end, sometimes in life, even if you're doing your best, it's just not enough, and I don't think that's something you should have to feel ashamed about. I do believe reason for feeling ashamed about it is because I felt like I failed. And it's not something you want to tell people, right? Looking back at this, I really feel though that I did my very best with the circumstances that were during that time of my life. And sometimes things just don't work out. And sometimes you need a little bit of a push to kind of move on and do new stuff, which was actually good. Something good came of it. And today I am in a stable position and I'm very happy with being where I am. So if you've gotten fired, don't be ashamed. I think it's something we should talk more about, because when I started talking to people about it, more people started telling me like, yeah, same thing happened to me. And I'm like, people get fired? So it's just me? Wow, now I can relate to somebody. So yeah, I think we should talk more about this, because this is me. I got fired once. I know this has happened to a lot of other people, so why can't we just be open and talk about it? Sometimes shit happens. Next on my list is GAD. It's a diagnosis that I got diagnosed with in, when was this? Like 2012, I think I was diagnosed. GAD is short for generalized anxiety disorder. And basically what I was told is that my brain is kind of programmed wrongly. Basically, people with GAD tend to worry a lot about the future. Not like some people sometimes worry. It's like every single situation, every day, you would be like, oh no, what could happen? What if I'm late for work? Then maybe I will get fired. It could be anything, like, I'm gonna go get my hair cut. What if I don't have enough money on my bank card for some reason? Something unexpected happened that I don't know about. What if they dyed the wrong color? What if I'm allergic all of us? It's just making up all of these scenarios in your head to prepare for if they would happen. It's like a coping mechanism at the same time. This is what GAD has been for me. Other people might have other experiences. Maybe I'll make a video someday about GAD a bit more in depth. But I used to feel really ashamed for having an anxiety disorder. Today, I'm not actually sure if I would be considered a GAD patient anymore, because I've been working a lot on it. Do you want to go out, Elios? All right, you do you, and I'll do me, I guess. Next on my list is antidepressants. I've been on antidepressants since 2012, and now it's 2020. How many years is that? It's 8 years. Is it 8 years? Holy cow. Yep, that's 8 years. Well, almost. It's like 7.5, but you know. I've been on antidepressants for that long. Yay! Honestly, though, without them, I don't think I would have been here today. So I'm very thankful that I was able to get medication that helped me stabilize with my GAD and everything. So if you're feeling very bad and you need a bit of an extra boost to help you kind of be able to work with yourself, I think it's a great option. And I don't think we should be ashamed of talking about that. Because some people are on medication for diabetes, or they have heart disease, or, you know, why should it be different just because you have something you need to treat just because it has to do with your brain and stuff? Actually, I decided recently as well that I'm going to start cutting down on my antidepressants again. I tried this a few years ago and I ended up having to up my dosage even higher than before because basically I was cutting it down too fast. I was in contact with a doctor who didn't maybe know exactly how you should treat kind of a somebody who's trying to get off antidepressants. It has to be done extremely slowly. We're talking like if you're cutting down, you might have to do that over a year to get off them. And this doctor was trying to get me to cut down on the dosage every 6 weeks, and that's way too fast. So just keep that in mind if it's something you're also considering. This time though, it's gonna go better. I'm gonna continue the theme of mental health because it's something that I really care about. It's something that's very close to my heart. It's something that a lot of my friends have been through, and I want to do what I can at least to make this a more, you know, more socially accepted topic in a sense. So the next point is therapy, because I've been to therapy. I've gone through therapy 3 times, not as in I went 3 times, 3 sessions, as in I've been treated, a full treatment plan 3 times. That's what it took for me to kind of get out of my depression, to be able to deal with my GAD, and to just deal with the things that I have had messing up my life in my brain. So I've been doing KBT, CBT, I don't know what it's called in English, KBT if you're Swedish, cognitive behavioral therapy. And I've also been doing metacognitive behavioral therapy. And that was the one that kind of made the gears kind of click in position again for me. I just want to advise anyone who's feeling ashamed about that. I felt like I was the only one who was needing therapy because I didn't know anyone else who was doing it until I started talking about it. And I was like, oh, damn, I have a lot of friends who've done this. And I've also kind of made myself an advocate with anyone I talk to who's not feeling well. I'm like, you should go into therapy. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. It just means that you need to work on some stuff to feel better. You might need therapy for anything. It could be stress. It could be depression or anxiety. It could be that you're in a bad relationship. It could be that you're, cat jumping. 3, 2, 1. It could be anything. Like maybe you have ADHD or something else that you just need an expert on the topic to help you with. Because these people are there for a reason. You might be able to figure this kind of stuff out yourself, but it might take way longer. So it's really nice to just have somebody to point you like in the right direction. And that's what helped me to get to where I am today. Yeah! I know I feel silly doing that. All right, last but not least, I have talked about this online a little bit. I've talked about several of these things on the social media a little bit before. But this last one is not mental health driven. It is cystic acne. I had cystic acne for a couple of years. well, in a way, it's kind of connected to the other stuff because I did get the cystic acne from my antidepressants. I switched the type of antidepressants I was taking. I switched to another kind, and that's what gave me cystic acne. The reason why I felt scared of talking about it is because it looked absolutely terrible. I'm going to show you pictures on the screen right now. I know some people have gone through this as well, and you will know like how insecure this can make you feel. And I did share this online before, but I just wanted to kind of bring it out there again because it's something that I feel like just because it's not on my face anymore doesn't mean that sometimes I can feel self-conscious about like the scarring it left behind or the worry that it might come back somehow. And I had to go treat it with medication. I had to take like extremely high dosages of A vitamins. It's called, what's it called again? I don't remember. All right, it's called isotretinoin. I can't say this in English. Isotretinoin was what I was told in Swedish. So basically what it does is that it makes sure that the sebum? Basically the fat that's produced by your body, it kind of reduces that, which makes the acne go away, but it also makes your body extremely dry. So during this time you have to moisturize with these fatty creams all the time. I would have chapped lips for 9 months straight to the point where they were bleeding. It was crazy. And also you can't drink alcohol because it's kind of harsh on your liver. But I did that and it went away, and now I don't have cystic acne anymore. I have a little bit of scarring, but I think it's something I can live with for now until I get rich enough to remove it, or All right, guys, that was all my secrets. They're now out in the open for friends, for relatives, for colleagues, for anyone to see. I'm an open book. And you know what? I'm not scared anymore. So if you want to share anything that you have been through or that you feel insecure about or scared to share with people, and you feel like you want to join me on this trip of just not being afraid, the 2020 of not being afraid of breaking out of your shell, breaking out of your comfort zone, then why don't you leave a comment below and share it with the world? Or if you feel less secure about it, write me a DM on Instagram and I can at least be somebody you can share it with. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!